Hi, I'm Lisa Wetzel, and we're doing a short video, and Carrie has the question.
What is the guidance we receive when the law of nature is being disrupted?
The law of nature is the continuous flow of unison. And as the unison of nature flows in a consistent manner, when there is a disruption in this flow, all chaos breaks loose. And basically what I'm seeing is that it's like when a river runs downstream. If there's a dam that's placed in front of it, then the water starts to be, when it hits the dam, it actually starts to circle around, and it's not flowing continually down. There's a break in it. And when a break occurs, it disrupts the commonality of all that is. When all that is broken, it causes a disruption in the human contentment of the equation of the mind. And so what I'm seeing is that it's almost like our energy flow in a human. It's like the energy flow between all humans. There's a commonality between all humans. That's an energy flow that is consistent and reliant upon one another. When this flow is broken between humans, then there's a disconnect, and the great divide begins. And what I'm seeing now is this is what's happening right now with our society, and where the disruption has occurred, that we're not all flowing in the same direction. That there's a difference in where one energy flow is going one way and a different energy flow is actually backing up and causing others to go in a different direction. Excuse me. And and what I'm seeing is like the dam, and where the dam has occurred in the human race is that the flow of energy that is congruent to one another is the energy flowing towards life and love. The energy flow that is going backwards is in hate and anger. And I'm seeing this in, I'm not just seeing this in the United States. I mean, I know that we have our own problem that's going on currently at this time. But what I'm seeing is that it's all around the world. And for whatever reason, it's coming to me and I hate to name names, but I'm going to use the name the Taliban, because what they're fighting for is something that they truly believe in, but they're not taking into consideration the humans that they're killing or disrupting. And we're talking about, I'm seeing like in Africa, where certain militant groups are taking individuals and hurting and torturing them or killing people needlessly. This situation is happening all around the earth. It's not just in the United States where we're having political differences. There's different scenarios that are all around the earth, and where the congruent flow of energy, and I'm seeing like a really light, high vibration energy flowing continually, like in a river, but it's not a water. It's light flowing, and it's flowing in a very specific direction. But where the ego and the anger and the power are in control, it's a dark energy, and it's just spinning. It's not flowing. It's almost like it's just stuck still in that one specific space. And this is what we're saying. When the energy flow of the true and the natural is allowed to flow continually, there is a love and peace that resides within all. When that natural flow of energy is disrupted, that's when the mind comes into play, and it turns the individual backwards. So where it's basically, it's like they're trying to swim upstream, but they're not becoming very successful at it. They're spinning around in circles, and they end up being lost and believing in causes that don't allow the human balance to flow in congruency. And this is what we want you to recognize. This is a factor that we are turning around at this time. We're working diligently in order to create the peace and the flow of love to happen congruently and within all. And what you'll begin to recognize is that this law of nature cannot be defeated, and we will not allow it. The human growth is a potential that is unbounded in the human body, and this is not known at this time, but it soon will be. And when we begin to recognize that each one of you as individuals can find this truth that lies within them, they will begin to recognize, meaning the individual will begin to recognize that there is a truth that's being revealed within them that they've not known before. There's an element of love that is growing to the surface of all that exists. And when you begin to recognize that this is the truth of who humans have been created to be, the most purest existence upon earth is residing within each and every one of you, and this is the light of God. And God resides in all. And regardless of the path that the individual has chosen to take, the truth is the law of nature will succeed. It will always succeed. And what we see in the individuals that have turned around and have begun to swim upstream, we may not be able to help each specific individual, but our goal is to help the law of nature flow freely. And so what I'm seeing is that those of you that may have known people that have chosen to swim upstream and to fight the flow, that may be their specific journey. But as a collective, as a whole, is what the universe is trying to create to flow evenly. So it may not be that we can see one individual change, but the collective is changing. The group, the number of individuals are going to be increasingly and I see them turned around and being able to go with the flow and where the dam is no more. And so the dark swirling that I'm seeing is being straightened out and beginning to flow more naturally. And this is what we're creating. It's a tough journey for many, but we see that this is possible, and we are creating the truth to be revealed to all. And this is what's happening. We ask you all to be patient and allow us to do our work as we're working diligently to change the pattern of the common universe, and the common universe means the earth. What we're seeing and what we're finding is that there's more love in individuals than what they can see within themselves and in one another. But we are soon opening the eyes of all and of many, and the collective understanding and knowing of this love that resides within will begin to be seen within one another. And this will create the flow to become more evenly, it's evening out. And the more that the individuals can see the love and the light that resides in each one of us, meaning each human, that flow, it's going from a stream into a river. And the river will flow nonstop. And it's basically, I'm seeing something like the Mississippi River that is so big that you can't dam it. It's not possible to dam the Mississippi River. And this is what's occurring, and this is what we're creating for you all to understand at this time. The law of nature will not be disrupted much longer. It's shifting and changing as the universal consciousness is being inflicted upon all. And as all are getting, and I'm seeing like a rainstorm, And when the raindrops hit the individual, it's, if you're standing outside in the rain, it can't miss you. It's going to hit you. You're going to get wet. And the energy flow that is being exuded from the universe is flowing, they're saying repeatedly, into each individual, to give them the understanding that there's so much more than what they perceive or what they understand on the surface of what this earth is. This is the gift that we're giving all, and all are changing. And whether an individual recognizes it or not, they are changing. And this is what we are doing for you. It's for mankind. It's to create a more harmonious place that exists upon the earth. And the balance will be reignited once again. And what they're saying is that, once upon a time, the earth did have a balanced energy and did have a balanced flow. And humans created that obstacle. And that's what's changing. And that's what they're recreating, is they're going back to that original flow of unity and oneness. And that's where it is. Okay, so thank you. You can follow me at lisawetzel.com. Facebook is Lisa Wetzel, Akashic Records Consultant. YouTube is Lisa Wetzel, Akashic Records Consultant. Instagram is Akashic Records Lisa Wetzel. And thank you very much.